yo, Ren, turn that up.
What's good? It's your boy Twan.
It's your boy Wan, man. Welcome to the Twan Wan podcast, man. First episode. You ready, Twan?
Let's do it,
Let's
bud.
get it busting, man. We've been talking about it, man. So we finally, we did it. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, whatever y'all got to do, comment. We looking for all feedback. All right?
Let's get right to it. First up, we got opening night in the NBA. I know we got a lot to talk about there. We gotta get back to it. We're gonna dive into the MVP frontrunner / picks. Because we know these names that we hear now might not be the names we hear come April.
Exactly.
We're gonna dive into basketball. We're gonna take a deep dive when we come back.
Exactly. And then, we're gonna switch over to the football. We're gonna talk about our NFL surprises and our NFL expectations. Let's see. We're going to want to hear what Twan got to say about it. You definitely going to want to hear what I got to say about it. We both got our difference of opinions on that. And last but not least, we definitely going to discuss, Shedeur Sanders, man. Is he a Heisman? Is he not? We're going to get our take on that. But we're going to start with the first one, man. What you got, Twan?
We're going to get back to that opening night, man.
Okay.
First game on the agenda, we had Boston versus Philly.
Definitely a good game. Definitely.
Jason Tatum, mid-season form. Like
sure.
if he didn't do enough last season for MVP, I know all NBA look nice, mid-season forms. Y'all gotta give him his respect.
Sure.
Philly. Joel Embiid ain't playing like he wanna be there. I don't know what's going on.
He might still be hurt or something.
Whatever it is, he ain't demanding the ball how he could be. Like he's not Joel.
Sure.
And got James Harden. I mean, I like the stats. I love it. If that was my favorite player, I'd be screaming. Y'all can't mess with him. But how long before those stats? It's not gonna carry y'all. If James Harden has to be it for Philly, first round exit. See, bye.
Nah, you're right about that, though. I definitely agree with you on that one. But my take from opening night, man. Definitely I'm gonna say Steph Curry, man. Him getting his fourth ring, his fourth championship, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just good to see, bro. Like all the stuff he's been through his career. I think this one was probably worth a little more, just with the fact that, they said he couldn't win without KD and he didn't have a finals MVP and this and that. Steph received his fourth ring, man. That's what I take, out of opening night. It's just, I feel like he worked harder for that, man, to get it. You know what I'm saying? And then, just not needing KD, that was always a perspective, he only won a championship, this and that. I just felt like that was well more deserving, man. So definitely my take from opening night is seeing Steph get his fourth ring. I felt like it was blood, sweat, and tears over there.
Yeah, he definitely earned my respect over the years. For everything I could have said bad about him, all of that he can only shoot with a screen, so he's only good because you got to focus on such and such and such and such. I ain't got shit bad to say about the dude. I'm going to say what I said, Curry the dog. But with that being said, we're going to get into these MVP picks. Out the gate, my dog should have been high up in his candidate picks last season, but I'm Ja Morant. How could you not take him?
Okay.
40-point games already. Like I said, Jason Tatum mid-season form, not showing no sign of regression. I don't see why he can't go for it, but I'm also wise enough to know that season it's a long season, and throughout the duration of the season, we're gonna get some of the same names that venture back into our MVP race, from the Kevin Durant to the Giannis.
For sure.
We got a long season to go, but for right now, I'm rocking with Ja Morant.
For sure. He got Ja. That's not a bad pick, man. But I'm gonna take my boy Luka, man. Luka Magic. The guy that just beat these guys by almost 40 points. I feel like Luka scored the easiest in the league, man. I just feel like he can get his buckets on any area of the floor, and I don't feel like there's nobody that can stop him. And I feel like he got a good surrounding team around him. The difference with Luka, and I feel like he'll get the most valuable because he get everybody around him involved, which Ja do too. But I just feel like he got guys like Finney Smith hitting threes. I like the addition of Spencer Dinwiddie and Christian Wood. So I feel like he definitely got the right supporting cast. He got shooters around him. Luka is my early pick for MVP right now.
Can't go wrong with either one of them. It's only been 1 week.
For sure. So now we're going to dive into the NFL, man. Definitely the NFL is having a lot of surprises. And then we got expectations. So, I'm going to start off by saying definitely my NFL surprises is the slow start for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson played years and years at Seattle, won a Super Bowl MVP.
You won a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Russ?
Yeah.
The same one that. My bad, go ahead.
Yeah.
KB say again.
Yeah. Russell Wilson, man. He won at Seattle, man. And it's just like he's not looking like his old self. I don't know if it was because he was in that system. A lot of people saying because he was in the system, he was playing with Pete Carroll. My opinion is, you know, he ain't just having this shit. He's throwing a 35.4 passer rating right now. That's the 27th in the league. He only completed 58% of his passes, and they last in his division. Russell Wilson got to get it together. Who you got on your surprises, man?
I got on my surprises who anybody watching football should be totally shocked about. The New York Giants.
Yeah.
6-1.
Yeah.
Nah, it's easy to say, oh, this game, they capitalized, or they probably wasn't supposed to hit. That record shows 6-1 when you Google the Giants right there. Like, that, I know it go back to 0-0 if they scrape into the playoffs, but I saw them being that number reversed to this point. I love Saquon. They got a new coach. I know a coaching change often boosts a lot of teams from, you know, the expectations that we put on them. But we just fans. They know what personnel they need. I don't know how far that quarterback could take him. But also that his play depends on who he's throwing the ball to. So they got to surround him and keep him growing. And
just get a ball to Saquon, man. That's all they got to do, man.
But when you can't, don't just abandon that quarterback and just get a new system in which NFL teams do also often. But that's my surprise. But I got another big surprise that's kind of, it's more surprising than the Giants. Maybe because I don't know how many more years he can play.
Go.
You know how to address him.
Go.
You know what to address him as. I'm glad to hear that. But there's a lot of off the field injuries, and you know maybe they don't have their team at full strength. But I don't make excuses for myself. So Brady, Bucks, y'all not getting no excuses. Figure it out. Let's get with it. We still got a long season.
For sure. And real quick, your expectations. Who you would expect to be doing what they're doing right now in the league?
I'm gonna roll with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Not that much stand out, but as far as expecting a guy to come to work and do that job, as to now we see every game, it seems like we got a punt return man that can catch the ball. As far as just somebody in my locker room who I know gonna suit up and catch a ball that can be caught, I like Devontae Adams, and we all kind of expected it to a nature, but still need to give you credit.
He gonna get his numbers anywhere he go. And what I'm gonna say real quick is my expectations. The Buffalo Bills. We all know the Buffalo Bills coming to the season. High offense, high defense. You know, they got Josh Allen. They added Von Miller to the squad. We definitely expected the Buffalo Bills to be where they at. I feel like they're the best team in the league right now. Even though I'm a Kansas City fan, you got to give it to them. Offense and defense, Buffalo, hands down, they're the best team. So I can talk about it, but they actually on the field, they prove it. All right. And our last point is Shedeur Sanders. Our question to y'all and to ourselves is he in the conversation for Heisman, or should he win the Heisman? Twan, what you think?
I think the way college football is set up, they got a lot of conferences in different divisions, even the aspect of D1, D2, D3. You got a lot of players who off the court, off the field situations and grades and everything affected where they could go to play ball at. So a lot does factor in to saying, I won't get into a battle of is his skill next level, acceptance. He can play on Sundays. We can see that. As far as this Heisman Trophy, I feel like it's a system that they've been running off for years at this point. And often every year we see candidates on a higher level and playing higher competition get picked over, and they may have came from an undefeated team or maybe a quarterback of a team that went undefeated, won the bowl. It comes down to exposure and what you will do with the chance you're given on the big stage. If his biggest game is against another school that we don't know of, or at least we know of but never associate a Heisman with them, I don't see how we could fairly say, he's. At least I will say he should be mentioned in it. I don't know if it'll go farther than that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say I definitely think he should win the Heisman. His numbers is off the stat sheet. I'm gonna just break them down to y'all real quick. 2,218 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, and he only threw 5 interceptions. He got these guys to 7-0 right now. you know, his pocket, his accuracy down the field, the way he passed the ball, the way he run the football. I feel like he has all the intangibles to be the first. Nah, he wouldn't be the first, but I feel like he could have an opportunity to not only put JSU on the map, but win the Heisman for that school and actually have more top recruits wanting to go and play for that school. Shedeur Sanders, man, I definitely feel like you should win the Heisman. Not only are you playing like it, but you got the numbers to prove it. All right?
And if our words don't reach your ears, don't ever confuse it. You got Heisman in you.
For sure.
I'm just being realistic, and will the committee even give you a fair shake?
For sure. Definitely matter to the committee, man. No matter about the votes, but you know, for this week's show, man, that's it for the Twan Wan podcast. We definitely hope y'all tune in, like, share. Any more comments you want to add, Twan?
Russell Westbrook, I say this for you. I say the last minutes for you, and I want to go into this respectfully because I'm about respect.
For sure.
You got about 2 more weeks. Two, buddy. I'm talking about Darvin coming at you nice. Darvin coming at you nice. I'm telling you, this my man's last couple years, Russ. I ain't need 30. I don't need 25. Man, play like Russ, man. We ain't doing that, man. We could have took John Wall. You better turn the camera off like we good, man. Why you just, what's wrong with you? You at home, this your hometown team, buddy. Like, what's to you? 0 for 11? You can't dunk no more? Like, what the fuck? I mean, alright, we'll be back next week. We'll see y'all next week, man.